This is Reading Explained, where each week I tell you what the readings mean that you hear at Mass on Sunday. We are approaching the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and if your parish is currently following the Year A reading cycle, then the first reading that you'll hear is from the book of the prophet Isaiah. But it's from a later portion of the book of Isaiah than the one we've been hearing from recently. And what I mean is you've probably noticed a theme. For the past however many weeks or so, most of these first readings have been prophesizing the Babylonian exile, where Jerusalem will be destroyed and the people of Israel will be taken into captivity and forced to live in exile in Babylon. This portion of the book of Isaiah was written after that's already now happened. The people of Israel have been in captivity for a little while. And what this reading is, it's really cool by the way, but what it is it's a message from God that's being addressed to a man named Cyrus. It's really important to know who Cyrus is in order to be able to understand this. This reading is referring to King Cyrus. King Cyrus, later known as Cyrus the Great, was the king of the Persian Empire. And the Persian Empire at this point was the biggest empire known to man. And what happens is that the Persian Empire comes in and conquers the Babylonian Empire while the people of Israel are being held captive there. And under King Cyrus's leadership, he makes this edict that allows the people of Israel to return to their home in Jerusalem. The reason why any of this matters is because King Cyrus has no relationship with God whatsoever. But God goes on in this reading that he's addressing to Cyrus. He goes on to reiterate the first commandment. He says, I am the Lord and there is no other. There is no God besides me. The reason why he's doing this is he's saying, hey, look, even though you don't know who I am, even though you don't have a relationship with me, I am the only God. I am all that there is. I'm the only God. There is no God besides me. So therefore, even though you don't have a relationship with me, you still belong to me. And what I did was I facilitated my will and I facilitated good through you, regardless of the fact that you don't know me. I am the one that armed you, King Cyrus. I am the one that moved the other kings out of your way. I am the one that used you and gave you the title of king to set my people free so that they could go home. So now that you have that context, here is what the reading itself actually says. A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Thus says the Lord to his anointed Cyrus, whose right hand I grasp, subduing nations before him and making kings run in his service, opening doors before him and leaving the gates unbarred. For the sake of Jacob, my servant of Israel, my chosen one, I have called you by your name, giving you a title, though you knew me not. I am the Lord, and there is no other. There is no God besides me. It is I who arm you, though you know me not, so that toward the rising and the setting of the sun, people may know that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, there is no other. The word of the Lord. So what we can take from all of that is, even if somebody doesn't have a relationship with God, he can still facilitate good through that person. Everybody still belongs to him, which is beautiful. Hopefully you found this to be helpful. If you did, please send this video to someone who also may find it to be helpful. And don't forget to come back next week as we break down one of the readings from the 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time. I will see you then.